Hello there, crafty friends. I am so glad you are here. I am excited to do another Fun with Stencils video. It's been a little while. Seems like things kind of got crazy. I've still had ideas. I just haven't had either the time or the energy to create, but hopefully that is behind me, and here we go. On Monday night, January 31st, I did a live video in the Craft and Kimmy Facebook group, and I did a Mermaid Monday, which is why you're seeing all these mermaids. I colored them all up, well, not all of them, half of them up that night. But one of the fun things that I tried, and I love how it worked, is I used some stencils to add some patterns. So like on this mermaid here, you can see the waves there, that's from a stencil. And just like her, that's also from a stencil. And this one as well. Can't get her up. So today, I'm going to show you how to use your stencils to add some patterns to your stamped images. But I just had to show all my little mermaids because I just love how they turn out. Super, super fun and cute. So let's move those out of the way. They don't want to move out of the way. How about if I just move the whole paper? Work smarter, not harder, right? I do want to share that I did create a card using one of those mermaids. Hi, Finn. I ended up putting some sparkle on her tail there in between the pattern. I used a mermaid scales stencil for that and some Craft and Kimmy inks. And I just thought she turned out fun. Stamped her on the inside. But yeah, so there's one of the cards that I've created so far using those mermaids. And then I wanted to show you what I'll be using today. The mermaid sets that I used, everything that I'm going to be using today is Craft and Kimmy products. The Be a Mermaid stamp set. So many fun mermaids on that one. And then the other mermaid, you have to ignore that I keep my masks in there. This is Mermaid Friends. I just love the expressions and their little friends there. And then I'm also going to be using today the Fancy Florals stamp set, the Tiny Tea Party stamp set, and the Trendy Teas stamp set. Again, I keep my masks there, so they're not really that yellow. It's just that I have my mask there. And then for the stencils, I'm going to use the Pattern Parade stencil, the Royal stencil, the Happy Heart stencil, and the Perfect Plaid stencil, as well as some Craft and Kimmy inks. All right, let me see if I can get in my seat and get cozy here. I will link everything below, but like I said, everything is going to be Craft and Kimmy, so you can just go to her shop and you can find things. I tried to use everything that was in stock. So I think we'll start with the Tiny Tea Party set. I've already set everything up, Tiny Tea Party. Thought that the cup here would be fun to put a pattern on. The thing that I've discovered with this is that it really makes me think, because it's almost the reverse masking. So normally when we mask things, we would mask like this part so that we could stencil around it. This is just the opposite. You want to cut away the inside and keep that outside so that you can stencil in the middle there. And I thought that this little teacup would be super cute using the Happy Hearts stencil. So I'm going to get that out, get that ready. You have to ignore the little sounds in the background. One of my cats is eating and it's right near my craft room. So I'm just going to set that up. Hopefully I have that on the screen there. I'm going to hold it down with my magnets. And then I'm going to pick out my colors. I don't know, for hearts, I just always think pink and red. I know that they can be any color, but that's just what my mind goes to. So we're going to use some Festive Fuchsia Craft & Chemie inks. You could do rainbows, you could do anything you want. I do have to say that I like using the Craft & Chemie inks because it is a hybrid ink. Therefore, once I do this, I can use my Copic markers right over the top and it doesn't hurt it at all. Not sure that other inks will do that, so you might want to test it to the side if you use a different type of ink. Excuse my reach there. And then we're just going to ink that up with a pretty pink. And again, I thought I've had this idea for a while, and I'm sure that I'm not the first one to do it. I never am, but just something different to add a little bit of something to your images. It kind of reminds me of paper piecing, which you know I love, but just a little bit different too. Plus it helps you make use of your stencil collection, because if you're like me, you've got quite a few stencils. All right, let's do the big reveal here. So I'm gonna move those magnets. And I'm going to take that away, which that alone looks pretty cute, but then let's take away the masks here. And you will see that now, if that mask will come off, good grief. I had to cut my fingernails because my nails are so dry this winter. But there you go. You have nice little hearts on there, and now you can color that up in any color that you want, and you added a nice little pattern. So much fun. I really, when I did it Monday night, I was like, this is so cool. And so I was like, I want to do more of this. So that's why we're doing this today. Just clean up my stencil real quick. Sometimes the Craft & Chemie inks might stain a little bit, but it doesn't hurt the stencils at all. All right, next, let's do the Fancy Florals. Sorry, I know that I'm reaching across the camera, and that is probably like the horriblest view. I apologize for that. So I thought using this Fancy Florals, the flower pot, again, I masked it off already. And again, you just have to think about it. For me, I have to really stop and think. You want to leave this part that you normally would cut out, or you know, that you would normally have the mask there, and you want to do like the reverse mask. For this one, I thought we would do, what did I pull out? The Pattern Parade stencil. We'll probably use this one a couple times, as I think it is just such a great stencil to do this technique. And I think we'll do some polka dots. Polka dots are always fun. So again, get that all held down. And I think for some fun, we're gonna do green. And I'm going to use the Goblin Green from Craft & Chemie. It's such a fun, bright color. And I think it'll make some happy polka dots for us. So again, just stenciling it on. I have that mask in place so that it won't go outside of the little pot there. Again, you could do multiple colors. I'm just showing one color just for convenience so that they can make the video not be 5 hours long. I have a short attention span, so I try to keep it short and sweet and show you what I like to do here. And I'm rambling. I apologize. I do that when I get nervous. All right. Again, the big reveal. Very cool already. Peel that off. And there we have some great polka dots. And again, you can color right over it. Since this is a bigger area, I think that I will just show you real quick. Not gonna worry a bunch about like shading or anything like that. Let's keep it with the green. So I took a YG11 and see, you can just go right over it, and that'll just give you that fun polka dot look. I'll go back later and maybe add just a little bit more shading to it and also fill up this marker because it's about dry. But that just gives you an idea of how that works. Super, super fun, super, super cute and cool. And like I said, now I want to stencil all the things. Does anyone get like that when you have a technique that you find that you like and you just want to do it over and over and over again? Clean that up real quick. I'm just using a tidy towel. Then I have a paper towel and some towels to the side so I can dry it before we use it again. All right, moving on. Now let's have some fun with the trendy tees. This is such a fun stamp set, and I do think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that the Pattern Parade stencil came out at the same time as this, just because it's the perfect set to do with those, to add some patterns to those t-shirts. I'm just gonna mask off so that I don't accidentally get wild and crazy using some of the other, you know, I only wanna focus on her, I don't wanna focus on them. And for her, I thought it would be super fun to use the Royal stencil because it has this crown. So I'm going to line that crown up right there. And it also has some polka dots. So I'm going to line that up right in the middle. And then I thought like a yellow would be fun to do for that crown. So I'm going to use the Summer Sunshine Crafting Kimmy ink. Ooh, it's my first yellow. I love when there's a new blending brush. So soft. Anyone else have to pet their blending brushes when they first get them? All right. Let's just ink that up. Give her a crown. And then let me put this away and then we will see again the big reveal. Sorry that I take time in between to put things away. I'm a bit OCD, so that's just what I am. All right, we're gonna pull that back. We'll just move these. And there you can see she has a fun crown on her and some polka dots. I think I could add just one more polka dot there, make like a circle around it. But how fun is that? And so easy to do. I never thought of doing it. I'm glad I did because now I can see it being a technique that I plan on using a little bit more often just to add some interest to my images. All right. Let's see what we have next. We have the dad there, or gentleman. I guess it's not a dad. When I see the family, I think of dad. I think we're gonna use the Perfect Plaid on him. Give dad a plaid shirt. Again, I'm going to just add some of these extra Post-it notes around so that I don't get ink crazy. Just like that. And I think dad needs a blue plaid shirt. So I'm gonna kind of line this up here. Oops, I got some of that one on him. I don't want that. So we're gonna have to move that. Oh, I ripped it. That's okay. It'll still work when it's time for that one. All right, sorry about that. I'm just gonna add a magnet to keep that out of the way. All right, I'm gonna line up this plaid, so maybe that's like that. And then I'm gonna pick out my blue. I think we'll use the Designer Denim ink. It's a neat blue. All right, and let's give this gentleman a plaid shirt. My cat Alyssa is staring at me. I keep waiting for her to come over and steal something. So I'm warning you ahead of time that that is a possibility. All right, got that going. Let's see what Dad's shirt looks like. There's also a coordinating stamp set that goes with this called Trendy Tea Icons. It'd be fun to do the stencils first and then go ahead and use some of those stamps in that Trendy Teas icon set on top of it. That would give it a really cool pattern. Oh, I just love that crown. All right, and so there we have Dad with his cool plaid shirt. This kind of looks kind of fun and funky. And on to the last one that I'm going to show today is this boy. I did accidentally cut that mask a little bit short there, but I think we can easily just kind of mask it off with the other Post-it notes. So we'll just do that. Add one to the bottom here. There we go. And then I'll add this to the top so I don't go ink crazy. And let's see what we're gonna do for him. I think we're gonna use this Pattern Parade one again, and let's give him some stripes. And I think maybe some purple stripes. That sounds like fun to me. Let me find, we're gonna use Gorgeous Grape. Let me grab my purple brush out. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a really cool purple. I don't know that I've used that before. I really like that. So vibrant. All right. And I like this technique because it's like quick and easy. You don't have to spend a ton of time on it, but it just adds that little extra. All right. So I'm going to move that. And again, the big reveal. Oh, it looks like I got it off. The mask was off just a little bit, but that's okay. When you color it in, you won't even notice it. So there is my technique for today, using your stencils. Use it to add to your stamped images, to add a pattern, and super fun. And again, this ink in particular, you can color right over it with Copic markers. And so then you can just color it up. I think if you use an ink that you cannot color over, you would need to color it first and then do it. Super duper fun. If you try it out, I hope you'll let me know, because I'd love to see more samples with it, see what other people do with it. And until my next video, which will be tomorrow for my Saturday showcase, thanks for stopping by. I will try to get these onto a card soon-ish. Next week is the Craft and Chemie February 2022 release, so I'm busy creating projects for that. But I hope to get these onto a card, and I will share that. When I do, I will link it in the description box below. All the products I used are linked in the description box below. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks again for stopping by.